Welcome one, welcome all. Silver Dagon here. We're going to continue on with some Outer Worlds 2.
You sat and watched as Victor killed himself? You are one cold-blooded agent. I can't believe Auntie Cleo hasn't already made you VP of Human Capital.
Was I able to stop him in the first place? Wait, man, are there secrets you're hiding from me? The look in your eye says yes. Ah, yes. We are back. I love this scythe. And we've made it. Well, close enough anyways. Yes, here we are. We're going to get there. And not get caught up in the pretty crystal caves. Or we may still get caught up in the crystal caves. Dang nabbit. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Run and run, run. Let's hope to avoid all the running. Yeah? What? Okay, Miles, what is it?
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
Why? What were you picturing?
Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I don't envy anyone in the Order's janitorial sciences. They're gonna have a hell of a time scraping him off the walls. And the floors. And the ceiling. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
Try not to dwell on the past. Maybe you would have been, since you so clearly had a professional crush on her. Not a chance. Her plan was insane.
Hotshot Earth Directorate agent swoops in to liberate your colony, sets you on a new exciting path, and you're telling me you wouldn't have been a bit smitten?
See, I rest my case.
Good law. I was a kid with a crush, like you said. It wasn't serious. If anything, I wanted to be DeVries. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
Oh, Niles, if you want to be DeVries, you have to go insane and get a sex change, and that's a whole different subject I am not getting into with you. You still can. Just stay focused on being the best agent you can be. Isn't that what we're doing right now? Saving Arcadia? You don't need your directorate to be a good person, Niles. Don't worry about DeVries. We'll deal with her when the time comes.
Trying anyway. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
You were waxing? What are you waxing? You know what? Never mind. We'll talk later. I don't want to know what he's waxing, okay? Alright, where are we? To the miracles of editing, we shall arrive in 3, 2, 1. What is this? Never mind. Negate that. I am distracted. What do we have here? Another facility?
Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an active war. This is the Order's anti-air
Oh,
control center.
dude.
If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
Okay. He's just flopping in the breeze like that. Anti-air accuracy report. Current accuracy rates. They're okay. Ooh, some white chocolate. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm out of here. We came, we saw, we conquered. And we have arrived. Amazing.
We regret to inform you Zyranium Manufactory 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized
Of course it's under lockdown. Why wouldn't it be under lockdown? Come on now.
laboratory mishap and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
So I take it this uranium comes from these crystals or something? Getting ash in my mouth.
Hello? Someone there?
Hmm?
Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zyranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors.
I have a writ of investigation inquiry from the Abbot Noel. Open up. Your facility launched an attack on Anti-Cleos. Let me in before they reciprocate.
Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir.
This is Factor Maytugier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Aha! Well, that was easy. Here we are. Well, that was easy. Here we are.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? And you've brought along your own rift cultist, I see. In case we required poor methodology and ample bloodshed.
Poor methodology? How dare you? Do you think ample bloodshed just happens by itself?
Sure, waste time. I don't worry about antis retaliating than I would us. Show the writ. I'm on a first name basis with the presiding bishop and abbot. Remember that. You can check my papers, but my team's my business, like it or not.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
What in the void is going on here? Do you know who's to blame for the attack? You refined Zyranium here. Was that what was used in the attack?
Yes, the source of the explosion was unmistakably Zyranium. It is exceedingly volatile unless handled correctly. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Anti's choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zyranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
Transport pod? That's a weird thing to call a missile. If you didn't do it, who did? Are you rehearsing a presentation? Maybe.
We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. Initial evidence looks rather conclusive, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
Are you serious? People always underestimate us menials. Sounds like a perpetrator has you cornered, actually.
Your supposition, although grammatically dubious, is statistically correct. It is an error I will guard against making further. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
I think I have enough to go on. I'll be on my way. So far, everything about this seems suspicious. I definitely have a lot of questions for both her and your proctor.
Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Yes, may it. May it indeed. Only if I could get some things out of here. Alright.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
Okay.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zyranium. Blue outpost opportunity to not but
Is that a Dragoon?
Wait, so
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
Know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
Okay, wow.
The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary, fastidiousness.
May all your theories prove true.
Well, before we go in there, my curiosity is piqued.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Really? Factor Metadeer cleared me. Earth Directorate, I'm here to find a party responsible for the attack. Abbott Well sent me. I have a writ of investigatory inquiry. Your bishop personally sent me to Golden Ridge to help the abbot. Quit with the attitude. Right?
Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge.
Is this where the cargo pod used in the attack was launched? Can you tell me what happened?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zyranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
Summarize it for me. I want the complete report. Oh, an excruciating detail. Oh, yeah, we'll summarize it.
A transport pod full of Zyranium was fired from here at Outpost Opportunity. It subsequently exploded in spectacular fashion.
You didn't see anything from here? Who could have done it?
Terminal input functions down below in operations. The low-ranking scientician who launched the pod is inside. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
No. No excusing. You are not excused. I am not done with you. Hello? Maybe we are done with her. All right. I like the fact that not only does Niles have a cynical side that laughs at people suffering, as in the previous video, but he's also my portable workbench. What are you two doing? Azza, Niles? Were you two just bent over each other on that thing? Mm-hmm. Knock it off. We're here on official business.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor's Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Okay.
Detoxification initiated. What's her name took over.
Very good. You're just one of them little guys. Okay.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
You mean initiate Alva? Well, nothing to worry about then. Just tell me what happened and I'll be out of your hair. Don't know if I've met a Proctor before. What's your role here? That would be after an attack was launched under your nose and you lost control here.
Oh, no, I wouldn't frame it quite like that, of course. It's less what happened than who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile Zyranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. Those poor, short-sighted commercialists. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
Uh-huh. Duly noted. Now stand aside. I'll take it from here. That's quite an accusation. Can you back it up?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Seems pretty cut and dry. I'll track her down. Probably needs to investigate a bit further before murdering anyone.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Oof. My God, I know lots of bosses like her. Anything cool around here? Like a new weapon? So I can't open that. Go figure. Okay, what else we got around here? Yes, well, let's check the shop, shall we? Alright, and we're back. Moving on, moving on. She's very snubbish.
Would you describe the Varachnids' chelicerate as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
Oh.
I don't know anything about the
Okay,
fluid's
well,
volume.
I'm limited what I can do with that.
I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that.
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside
Of course, she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars? Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
I cannot help anyone. That is unfortunate. Lockpick 8. Oh. Alright.
Investigator?
I shall see about a discussion with you in a minute. Alright.
Oh, hello. A
Hello.
visitor. And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Your rabbit sent me to find out who caused the explosion. Wait, how could you tell I'm from the Earth Directorate? Protector Sobobada said I should kill you.
Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this.
Savoda seems sure you were responsible. So you're absolutely blameless here. Just some kind of console jockey here, right? Formerly. I heard you killed those two guards.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. There was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing.
Give me a way to prove your innocence. So you're saying Proctor Sovobada is falsely incriminating you.
I hate to speak poorly of management, but we work folk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely.
Oh, yes. So I'm inclined to believe you. What then? But you have no proof. You seem pretty competent for someone stuck at an initiate level.
I've refused a few promotions over the years. Undemanding work provides me ample personal time for my stories. I enjoy speculative fiction. Does that make me suspicious?
Not to me, but I'm barely paying attention.
So I'm inclined to believe you, then what? Right, this is all immensely suspicious. Not sure I believe you. Do you have any way to prove your innocence?
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
I do that and you'll come out. Might blow this place up. You promise not to if I help you? I do that and you'll come out.
If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Okay. And I need to level up so I can get some medical.
Always account for standard deviation.
Yeah, settle down. I'm not here to deviate with you, okay? We don't want any of that. Nay, nay, I say. Nay, nay. Alright, what do we got going on in here? Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. What else we got, my lovelies? Printed backup records. The launch records consist of a number of instructions that are time-stamped and uniquely numbered using the time of the launch initiate Alva supplied. You are able to look up a recent launch. The entry shows that it was directed at Outpost Opportunity. You also detect a slight odor from the records, but it's unclear if that's just the type of paper or a product of a printing process. Look closer. Record clearly shows that Initiate Alva launched the payload at Outpost Opportunity. It's undisputable that she fired the command, though the smell seems curious. Alright, well. Messages. Launch records. Oh. Word of caution. Friendly reminder that there remains a 19.8% chance of one coming face to Zephyllothorax, the spiders, with a Verarachnid of uncomfortable size and toothy disposition among the lower levels of the manufactory. Our colleagues in xenobiology note that screaming, flailing one's arms, and other expressions of object terror only excite the creatures further. Please be advised to weep silently during any chance unfortunate encounters. Ever the best. Tenured Archivist Lalander. Okay. I'm going as overseer of the facility. You are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment, but your presence in our laboratory remains a distraction at best, and at worst a source of anxiety for members of our junior facility. As you are no doubt keenly aware, even minor disturbances can translate into delays over time. I remain confident you will appreciate my candor and take this in the best possible light. Ever the best, Tenured Archivist Lalander. Okay. So there's some shenanigans going on. Is there more? Alrighty.
Patrol's back.
So I gotta go to the. Oh, I gotta talk with her.
Our Earth Directorate friend.
I don't know. What are you doing here?
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
Facility secured then. You two seem unexpectedly cordial. Are you trying to convince her to come out?
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
Guess we'll take all the help we can get. All right, but if you're secretly spying for somebody, know that I've got my eye on you. You turn up anything else or remember anything odd earlier?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear?
Record showed you fired the payload at the outpost Opportunity. Paper smelled weird, though.
I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to effect the falsification. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
That still doesn't tell us who's responsible. You think it might be Saboda? If that's true, that can't feel too great. Someone left you to pull the trigger. Sorry, but those conclusions all seem way too convenient.
Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zyranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
Can we prove the launch was altered? How would someone cause a distraction like that? You know, I'm starting to have some pretty serious questions about you.
I expect the Zyranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
If that's all, I should get going. Still can't tell if you're lying or not, Alva, but guess I'll play along. Before we continue further, I'd like to know more about who I'm working with. Alright, let's just get going.
All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
I need a level up. I need science! Or medical. I'm not sure. That's way up there. Alright. Here we go.
Circumstances proceed toward intended results.
This. What's this? What's this? Floating in the air. What's this? Oh, can't get in there. Alright. That way. I mean, look at this place. Ah, so cool.
Most bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwit.
Do you have something positive to tell me?
So this is where they moved all the Zyranium mining and processing to when they decommissioned the autonomous extractorium, huh? It's quite impressive. Would be quite inconvenient if all the Zyranium spontaneously exploded while we were down here.
Don't get any ideas. Seriously, do not get any ideas. That's never a good sign. Yeah. Oh. Wonder how good this thing is.
Stressful, don't you think?
You better sleep with both eyes open.
Oh. Come on.
You're just not a good look, Commander.
Ooh. Can someone? Anyone? Oh, that's my special survival. That's exciting. Okay, I see how that works. Well, they have definitely taken over in here, that's for sure. Yep, I love this.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
Yes, I had a few questions. Your weirdly excessive gratitude is all the reward I require.
Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
This is central processing. If I wanted to reroute launch coordinates, I'd do it from here, yes?
Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Did you examine the exposed wiring? What do you think happened here?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both.
Were you around at the time of the attack on Outpost Opportunity? What do you know about Initiate Alva?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Uh-huh. Patchwork array of switch boxes and cables connecting many of the facility's command systems. An obvious rewiring of the cables here is noticeable. We have to look closer. This rewiring is reminiscent of how Initiate Alva took control of the doors in the operations office. Ooh. Oops. You saw nothing. This ain't looking good. That's a big one. Stop getting in my way. Ooh. Oh, there's more of them.
Supposed to shoot the enemy.
Well, don't run in front of my gunfire. Does that make more sense? I'm just saying, okay? Interesting. Nothing in there, really? And something's obviously a secret. You figure there would be a little more to it. Yeah, I'm not jumping down that way, that's for sure. Alright, moving on. Let's get out of here. This ain't looking for the lady, I can tell you that much. Let's have some high hopes. I have a feeling if my skills were higher, this would be a different story. Okay.
Factor's been in there a while.
May all your theories prove true.
Yes, indeed.
May all
May
your
they?
endeavors add to the equation.
I like that Alva. Granted, she's most likely lying through her teeth, but at least she's interesting.
This is why I like Azza. Alright, what do we got going on here?
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do.
Excuse
I've been
me?
hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zyranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zyranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
I'm already headed that way, sure. Something? Looks like you're offering for my help. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then. No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
Alright. You've got yourself a specialist, or a reasonable stand-in.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to try and use this thing. That's a thing. Alrighty. Well, that's inconvenient now, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go that way, I bet. Oh. Okay, well then. I'm not really sure what was the point of that. I believe that is what we need. We gotta get up there. Well, this will be interesting. Put me through. I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea where I'm going. Ah. There we go. I'm hearing noises. Ooh, make a lucky guess. The control board allows users to update settings for the Zyranium overflow venting system. Closer look, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Guessing the pressure limit of Zyranium gas, you identify several settings that led this console to fail. These change required clearance. This change required clearance. Okay. Ooh. I think we are, we're getting there. Did I shut off everything? She spooked me. Not gonna lie, I did not expect her to be right there.
You're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Zyranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Good. Wish my own internal disquietude could be so easily addressed. Maybe you can help me with some answers then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Oh, peppered. Ooh, that's a spicy one. Am I correct in assuming the leak occurred right after the attack on the outpost opportunity?
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, then my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Do you happen to know anything about Initiate Alva?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Did you see anyone lurking about here before or after the leak occurred? So, you mentioned a reward earlier?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Oh, come on. Yep.
I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Ah. So... now I'm curious, what's... Yes! There we go. All right. I can't put anything into science or observation. Are you serious? There we go. There we go. Okay. No one here? Take what you can. Oh. We'll just take a bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, I see. Oh, what do we have here? All right, personal assessment, initiate Alva Miriam. Personal assessment, initiate Alva Miriam. During our recent discussions, initiate Alva has shown a profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. This notably frustrating disposition renders us unable to adequately project her career path. When I detailed this concern to the initiate, I was met with a silence one can only characterize as stony. If I were to draw a conclusion based on this and consistent data drawn from years of similar interviews, I would say it almost appears that she is being evasive. Okay. And retreat. My question is, what's with this lady? Is there nothing else here? No? Alright. Okay then. I guess we are moving on. Silent elevator ride. I see how it is, guys. I see how it is. Can I not? No.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Right, lockpick. Ooh. Hello. Yep. There we go. Now. We're getting lots of fun toys, but... Ooh. Dragoon armor. Alright. We shall take that. I should have access to anything and everything, I believe. Oh, Ah. Based on your determination of the body, state, and location, appears initiate was forced to fire on the other, who in turn shot him. Okay. I don't know how they were forced to shoot on each other.
Why, we were just talking about you.
I bet
Or
you were.
specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
So I rerouted the launch coordinates and pushed processing settings past tolerances.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how.
Seem like you've drawn a conclusion. Swoboda doesn't seem capable of engineering all this.
I wholeheartedly agree, but her incompetence hardly absolves her. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yeah, she does. It's obvious she was framing you. I'm not sure she was actually involved, but you were definitely framed by someone. The evidence didn't prove she was guilty, and you clearly aren't telling us everything.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I didn't really follow any of that. Is that a good thing? Pleased to meet you, former Endpoint Delgado. I don't know what to call you now. Wait, how long have you been here undercover? The Endpoint? I wish I had a cool code name.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
She's right. Enough pontificating. Time to make a decision. You've been lying for years. Why should we listen to you now? Well,
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
I say we force the Proctor to reveal who she's working with. With or without your help. You realize you'll only get killed if you try to stop her, right? So do I, and I haven't seen enough proof to determine who is guilty or innocent here. Enough lies. I'm not buying any of this. Mary Soul. I don't know. This is. I guess we're just gonna pick something and go with it. I don't know if we can carry on. We'll just go
I
with it.
cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
Always happy to save lives. Is there anything else?
Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Uh-huh. If she doesn't talk, shoot her. Definitely determined. Maybe a bit of a stretch. I really have no idea who's to blame here, but Marisol seems pretty handy to have around.
I appreciate your practicality. Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Oh.
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
That's any thoughts about what's to do next? What to do next? You shot her right in the chest. Nice aim there. Zane and Buddy would be proud.
Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Well, you sure cut them. That was breathtaking and hilarious. What artistry, what subterfuge, what aim.
All right, settle down, Azza. All right, let's see what we got here. Access oversight, rubbish bin. Anything in there? Unexpected file corruption, file deletion incomplete. Commands message recovery. Okay. Proctor Sabota. As you know, I value our Saga City when it comes to supervisionary matters. With that said, allow me to put the following question to you. If one had a close colleague, a friend, even whose diligence appears to have slid, and whose calculations have become increasingly error-ridden, what action would you advise? Surely one should not consider submitting them for a promotion. Speaking hypothetically, of course. I await your counsel. Abbott Noel. Ooh. Unlocked. Investigation. University. That's it?
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
Is she joining me? We are going. You cannot stop me. Ah, you definitely cannot stop me. Strange lady coming too? Yep, she is. All right. Oops. Did I do that out loud? Sorry, my trigger finger was a little premature. Alrighty. As much as I want to search every nook and cranny, let's get going.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see.
Zyranium ray.
Another terminal. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm taking
You
that.
should have the honors.
You know, there's anything else around here? But before we do that, I want to try this thing. Yeah. All right. From not identified subject order your orders. Unknown recipient your orders. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite active fighting between Auntie's Choice and the Order. Instead, it has only resulted in investigation of both localities that threatens to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Lovino from the start. Cooperate with your Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us, and know that further failure will be met with severe consequences.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yes, I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine de Vries. Came to Golden Ridge to put an end to their network. Another conspirator was operating out of the local N-ray range Victor.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
You're alright? Can't tell if you're shaken or euphoric right now. I guess you can't stay here. Any idea what's next for you?
I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Help someone like you with mysterious unfinished business? How could I say no? Depends on what it involves. No, you're way too dangerous to have around.
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
We'll meet up later on the ship. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Send Niles back.
Sure, I could use a few ticks off my feet. Leg has been aching a bit. But hey, you need me, you know where to find me.
I'll come back for you.
Don't let that one stray outside your peripherals, if you take my meaning.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
All right. Getting the end point.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Fear Wiley isn't very good at this whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
Well, no one's attacking me here.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
You could say that again. I understood then, and I understand now. Didn't keep me from doing your job for you, though, eh?
I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
Well then. Whoa. Outside, here we go. What am I uncovering? Well, on that happy note, I will consider that at a later date. I mean, this is a pretty place. Oh, it's a ray beam gun. Ooh. I have a new toy. So excited. Okay, well. Thank you for joining me today. Silver Dagon here. I hope you all enjoyed today's show. It's been very interesting figuring out what's going on. I did not expect things to come quite so quickly to an end here, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Until the next one, my friends. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And really appreciate it if you would hit the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Really helps the smaller channels out. And Silver Dagon here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.